Hello, my name is Angela Macias, and I am one of the planners here at iPlan. I wanted to describe to you a little bit of who we are and what we can do for you in taking care of your event. Your event is very important to us at iPlan. Our pricing tables takes into consideration your specific style, the complexity of your event, the size, the location, things of that sort. During our free initial consultation period with you, we determine which of our services would best suit you and your needs. We are then able to prepare a proposal and price. So let's get you that event that you want. Why choose us? That's a good question. We have supportive and reliable staff. They're well trained, well developed. They've been in the industry for a long time. We are very precise in what we do. Detail is everything. We want to make sure that event is everything that you expected and more. We have multiple vendor connections, which is good because the more connections, the easier it is for you to get the venue you want, the products you want, things of that sort. As I mentioned, we also have custom budgeted packages for every individual. So if you want something a little on the smaller side, you're not paying so much as something on the bigger side. There are 3 different types of communication styles that I would address separately. One is the assertive communicator. In that case, I would use excessive hand gestures so they would understand me a little bit better. I would have strong eye contact. That is a must-have. I'm going to use full and complete sentences because that tends to be a pet peeve with people that are assertive. And I'm always going to end with thank you, or I will always start with please. Mannerisms are very important in that communication style. The next is an aggressive communicator. So in this sense, I would speak with a very loud tone of voice. I would make sure that I enunciate very well. I would use occasional sarcasm. That's just something that is required with this type of a communicator. And I would use intellectual wording. So instead of saying, I want you to have a really fun event, I would say, I would make sure that event exceeds your expectations. The last communication style is a passive one. So in this case, I would use limited hand gestures, so a little bit more on the ease side. I would use a lower tone of voice, so I wouldn't be as loud as I would with an aggressive communicator. I would use words to make them feel more comfortable, so words like and and I would also make sure that I emphasize that we are a team. With a passive communicator, that's very important to make sure that they are considered in the process. 5 questions that I would ask to determine that the people that need my services are: what are you looking for in an event coordinator? What is most important to you on the day? What is your budget? Do you have clear goals for the event? Is it a wedding? Is it a fundraiser? Is it a banquet? Things of that sort. And how involved do you want to be with your planner? Some people just say, hands off, take care about it. Some people are wanting to be more included in the decisions, just depending on what you would want. That's why I ask those questions, is to get a better feel of what my consumers' needs are. Some common objectives that people would say about having an event planner is: 1, they cost too much money. 2, they don't really know their clients. 3, they take too much of your time. 4, they push you on a budget. I never really understood that one. I feel like if you're coming to somebody needing a service, you should set your price and that's it. There should be no negotiations. And the last one is they have limited inventory. I overcome all of those objectives here at iPlan because we have such a great amount of time in the industry. We've made a lot of connections with vendors, a lot of venue connections. So push you on a budget, as I mentioned. It's all personal. So whatever you feel most comfortable on your budget is what you're going to spend, no more, no less. Take too much time. Now this is a hard one to overcome because in the initiation, when we first meet for the trial, we discuss that. We discuss time and what we can do in a timely manner to keep on goal. So that's something that we take super high into consideration. Time is everything, and I do believe that. Don't know much about their clients. We spend an abundance of time getting to know our clients. We also use social media such as Pinterest on things that they kind of want for their event. And 3 closing methods I would use. I'll just go ahead in the 3 phrases. One is if they're a little hesitant on the sale and it's because of the price, majority of the time it's about the price, I would say, I understand your hesitation over the price, but you will not receive better quality anywhere else, and that I can assure you. That is one of my clothing methods. The second would be, so which of these would you prefer? Kind of a more assertive closing statement. The third one is, our planners are limited, so if you want to take advantage of these offers that we have available, I would do it as soon as today. So not as aggressive, but a little more assertive than the first hesitant closing statement. And that is how I would present iPlan. Thank you so much for listening.